If you're over 40 and feel like no matter how hard you try, the scale just won't budge, you're not going crazy, and it's definitely not a lack of willpower. Because, here's the truth, nobody is telling you. Your body after 40 is literally running on a different system than it was in your 30s. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what researchers discovered about why this happens, and what women in one specific region of the world do differently every single day to maintain a healthy weight, feel lighter, more energized, and avoid the weight gain that most women in their 40s and 50s simply accept as inevitable. Let me ask you something. Have you ever followed a diet perfectly for weeks, only to lose almost nothing? Have you ever watched what you eat, exercised regularly, slept enough, drank your water, and still nothing moved on the scale? You cut carbs, you tried intermittent fasting, you bought supplements, you followed every trend you saw online, and yet, the weight is still there, maybe even more than before. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know something important. It is not your fault. The problem is not your discipline. The problem is not your diet. The problem is something happening deep inside your cells that nobody ever explained to you. Inside every single cell in your body, there are tiny structures called mitochondria. Think of them as your body's power plants. Their job is simple but critical. They take the food you eat and convert it into energy. When you were in your 20s and 30s, these power plants were running at full capacity, burning fat efficiently, producing energy consistently, keeping your metabolism fast and responsive. But here is what happens after 40. These mitochondria start to slow down, they become less efficient, they produce less energy, and they stop burning fat, the way they used to. Scientists call this mitochondrial decline, and it explains almost everything. It explains why you feel exhausted, even after 8 hours of sleep. It explains why you gain weight, even when you eat less. It explains why your metabolism feels completely stuck. Your body is not broken. Your mitochondria just need support. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. A few years ago, researchers began studying a group of people living in a remote region of Costa Rica. This region is known as a blue zone, one of the rare places on Earth where people routinely live past 90 with great health, sharp minds, and naturally stable weight. The researchers wanted to know, what were these people doing differently? They studied their diet, their sleep habits, their daily routines, and one pattern kept showing up over and over again. Every single day, these people consumed a specific combination of natural herbs, not supplements, not pills, just herbs, brewed into tea, morning and evening. And when scientists analyzed these herbs, they found something remarkable. This combination, green tea, oolong, ginger root, dandelion leaf, ginseng, and lemongrass, worked together to reactivate mitochondrial function. In other words, these herbs helped the body's power plants work efficiently again, which means the body started burning fat more naturally, producing more energy, and regulating weight without extreme dieting and without exhausting exercise. Now I know what you might be thinking. Does this actually work for real women? Let me share a few stories. Patricia is 54 years old. She worked as a nurse for over 20 years. She told me that after starting this herbal routine, just twice a day, morning and evening, she noticed more sustained energy at work, fewer cravings for carbs and sugar, and the best sleep she had experienced in years. After 5 weeks, she was able to wear jeans she hadn't been able to wear in a long time. Rhonda is 48. She said she spent 5 years trying everything, every diet, every workout program, every supplement on the market. Nothing worked long term. She was skeptical about something as simple as tea, but she tried it anyway, and within the first few weeks, she noticed her clothes fitting differently, her energy coming back, her mood improving, and Mary, 61 years old, said something that really stayed with me. She said, "I feel like myself again." She played with her grandchildren for hours. without getting tired, without pain, without needing to sit down every few minutes. None of these women followed a special diet. None of them changed their exercise routine. The only thing that changed was what they put in their cup every morning and every evening. If you want to learn exactly how this works, what the specific ingredients are, and how other women just like you are using this every day, I put together a complete page with all the research, all the details, and everything you need to know. The link is right below this video, in the description. It's completely free, no sign-up required. Just click and read everything for yourself. And if this video opened your eyes, even just a little, please leave a like. It helps me reach more women who need to hear this. I'll see you in the next one.